Hello everyone, I'm Heather Dawson. We all see the celebrities looking flawless on the red carpet, but achieving that healthy celebrity glow just got a whole lot easier thanks to a new pain-free, hassle-free procedure. California Life's Conchetta DeLuco has more.
We all want it. Clear, smooth, flawless skin. For a painful price tag, we can all have it. Botox, surgery, painful peels, some of the more common ways we go about achieving that celebrity glow until now, thanks to a new treatment called Pellevé.
How does that feel?
It's good.
And most people describe this as a warm massage.
Not how you'd typically describe a cosmetic procedure, but then again, Pellevé isn't your typical treatment, which is why it's gaining popularity and was recently even featured on the hit national show, The Doctors.
Well, I'm a big believer in radio frequency, and this is just another way to do that type of treatment.
So Robin, are you ready? I'm going to apply a cold gel.
It starts with a clean face, cold gel, and light safe probes that heat up and massage the area of your face that needs some tightening, and that's it, completely non-invasive.
Non-invasive is very attractive currently. Most people want to be able to get into my office, do their treatment, and leave and go back to their work or life without any telltale signs of having had something done or needing to sit out for a few days of healing. With Pellevé, there's no healing.
Dr. Benactor, whose practice is in Newport Beach, traded in older, more expensive equipment for the new Pellevé system years ago. She says the no muss, no fuss procedure is the future, attracting clients not only because of its simplicity, but long-term effects that tighten the problem areas and work deep down into the tissue to regenerate collagen long after the in-office treatments.
What made you decide to do this?
I've always wanted to. Excuse me. The older I get, just my elasticity is, my skin is not what it used to be.
Everything's falling. The collagen contracts, which means it shrinks, and that's where the immediate results of Pellevé come from. But that's not where the treatment results end. It actually stimulates the skin to form its own collagen, and that stimulation cycle continues for 6 months. So for 6 months after your initial treatment, you're making more collagen and your skin is benefiting and tightening, and the wrinkles are diminishing.
The patient's age and the laxity or looseness of their skin will determine how many treatments a patient needs. Typically, one treatment cycle involves 3 in-office procedures once a month, 6-month resting, and follow-up procedures when necessary, such as another round of Pellevé or even injectables like collagen.
This is a treatment that can be used not only as reversing aging, but also maintaining the results that you have been able to accomplish with either this modality or with other modalities. It goes hand in hand with our injectable neurotoxins and also fillers. So most of my patients that do this will also do Botox and will elect to do fillers.
And despite the downturn in the economy, Dr. Benactor says she's seeing an increase in the number of patients seeking Pellevé. Okay, doctor, what would I need?
Well, you're beautiful, but I know everyone's concerned, and this is actually the right time for you to start, Conchetta.
Costing anywhere between $300 and $1,000, this is the one procedure that won't break the bank.
Pellevé radiofrequency treatment is one of the most affordable radiofrequency treatments that you can do for yourself. And having said that, it's also one of the most highly effective radiofrequency treatments. With the downturn in the economy, there have been less patients that will elect to do big procedures. However, that hasn't affected the Pellevé business because it has actually brought more people into this market segment. As people are looking for alternatives, they're finding that this alternative was actually one of the best things they could have done for themselves. Sounds good?
Sounds great.
Willing to come back?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, good.
Another satisfied customer on the path to painless, wrinkle-free skin thanks to Pelave.
It's red carpet season with Hollywood's biggest stars making headlines for their show-stopping looks. Joining us here today is celebrity lifestyle expert Valerie Greenberg. She's sharing how to bring that red carpet glamour home. Welcome, Valerie.
Lisa, thank you so much for having me. Glad to be here with you in LA.
So where's the first place to start?
So we want to make sure that whenever we're on a red carpet, we just feel so good in our skin. So smooth, hair-free skin is exactly what we want to achieve. And guess what? Philips Lumea IPL can help us with that. Lumea uses intense pulsed light to send your hair follicles into a resting phase, slowing regrowth for years. You're going to see visible results in just 2 treatments and up to 90% hair reduction in 3 treatments.
Okay, so what is the secret to having that sculpted, chiseled face?
That snatched look, you mean? Well, I'm so excited that I found Uplift 5, which is the first ever pulsating facial lift that you can use at home as a beauty device designed to support facial bone structure, not just your skin. So it uses a NASA-inspired U5 nanopulse technology, delivering high-frequency, low magnitude vibration to really work beneath the skin's surface, meaning that Uplift 5 helps not only tone your facial muscles, but it's also going to support collagen and elastin production from within. And that's so important to do, especially as we age.
Okay, so what are your tips for staying cool under stress? And it's hot in Hollywood a lot.
Yes, it certainly is. And we are the stars of our own lives, and it's red carpet season. I start every single day with the new Secret Clinical Hyaluronic Acid. You can say goodbye to sweat stains and odor if you use this. It provides clinically proven 100-hour sweat protection against 3 types of sweat: stress, heat, and activity. And you have all those in LA, am I right?
Amazing, great tips. Okay, so what about skincare as the seasons change?
Yes, with red carpet season, we're shedding layers and we want to make sure we have that luminous skin. So Olay is amazing because it has their Olay Super Serum Body Wash and new body lotion is like the best collection ever. This duo is inspired by the brand's award-winning Olay Super Serum for the face, bringing the same skincare technology into your shower and post-shower routine. So it's very much self-care.
I love it. Okay, so where can we get more information on all this fabulousness?
I'm so happy you're happy. So you can find all of the information that we just chatted about on tipsontv.com.
All right, Valerie, for Red Carpet Glamour right here, I'm Lisa Spalla for Coast to Coast. See you next time.
The show that has celebs coming back for more. Don't go away, it's all coming up right here. Let's be honest, how many of us have kept our New Year's resolutions? Well, now thanks to new federal reform, following through with your healthy goals may pay off literally. California Life is happy to welcome United Healthcare's Carrie Kretzner. She joins us in studio to give us tips on how to get paid for following through with your New Year's resolutions. Thank you so much, Carrie, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I think this is a really interesting topic. I personally didn't know that that's even a possibility.
Yes, it absolutely is. Many employers are helping their employees stay healthy by offering incentive-based wellness programs. So employees can actually earn financial rewards for participating in wellness activities. We work very closely with our customers on their wellness programming, help them design programs that will really impact their employees and help improve their health. They can earn rewards for participating in the wellness activities, and they may receive that as a discount on their health insurance premium, a contribution to their health savings account, or even gift cards.
Well, I imagine too that this is a real benefit for the companies because it can be very costly if someone deals with obesity or has health issues.
Absolutely. Healthcare costs are escalating, and for employers it really is a win-win situation. Both the employee can of course benefit through better health, but the employer, it benefits by having a more productive workforce, less absenteeism, and of course their bottom line is impacted because healthcare costs do decrease.
Oh, I've experienced it myself, and it's not just a financial reward though too. I mean, there's other ways that you can help. Is that true?
Sure, not all companies offer financial rewards. Sometimes it may just be a small token that gets people motivated. A pedometer, a t-shirt, a mug, that can work, but we really do find it is most effective to offer the financial rewards. That's really what gets people motivated.
Most of us, we struggle as it is to keep our New Year's resolutions. I mean, we all make them, but having probably the support support at work as well as the support at home is probably helpful.
Oh, definitely. We spend so many hours of our day at work, so if employees know that they're encouraged to take a lunch break, to maybe go for a walk, get the support from their peers and their coworkers, that definitely helps motivate them and help them stick to their resolutions.
And you obviously work with the businesses and helping them put all of this together. So if somebody's interested, they can go to your website,
Sure.
a small business, big business, any kind, right?
Yes, we have a lot of resources to help our employer groups implement these programs.
Have you found that it's been successful?
Yes, it has been successful. Many of our employer groups have seen a lot of success and improved the lives of their employees, and that's always great to see.
Well, I think that maybe California Life needs to add an incentive. We'll have to talk after the show.
Absolutely, you should let your HR department know.
Thank you so much, Carrie, for being on our show. And of course, anyone that wants more information, they can go to your website.
Yes, thank you very much.
And coming up next, we catch up with a show on the sand that has Hollywood buzzing. Plus, how to be as smooth as the guy on the 6 o'clock news. We show you the secret behind many of the most successful speakers. If you're planning a trip to the Santa Monica Pier, you can now enjoy a little sand and surf. California Life's Audra Stafford gives us a sneak peek at the show that even has Hollywood buzzing.
I'm Audra Stafford here in Santa Monica outside the Big Top for Cirque du Soleil's OVO. Get ready to go buggy as Cirque du Soleil takes you inside the world of insects.
OVO is a day in the life of a colony of bugs. We've turned world-class athletes and acrobats into flies, bugs, bees, ants, ladybugs, everything you can imagine.
And plenty of things that are beyond your wildest imagination, like this and this.
I like the ooh and ah stuff. I just want to see people do things that I can't do, which is basically everything these days.
All of that oohing and ahhing takes place inside the Grand Chapiteau, or Big Top.
It makes me feel like a kid at heart to go back and, go to the circus in the tent, right?
But putting it up is hard work.
With all the technology of Cirque, that part is mostly manpower. We have about 200 people that are grabbing 10-foot long poles, and everybody's grunting and groaning and pushing up the side of the tent. So it is a very special time.
The location next to the Santa Monica Pier also holds special meaning for the cast and crew.
This is actually the first touring site that Cirque ever played at. It's neat for me and the rest of the cast to be able to come back and kind of where our roots came from and where we started.
Have you ever watched an evening newscast and wondered how newsmakers seem so eloquent, giving flawless presentations? Well, despite appearances, it doesn't come easy. In fact, experts say speaking like a news reporter with confidence effectively requires learning a skill very few people have. So more business executives are turning to media trainers to acquire and hone their skills. Here's reporter Sam Draper to explain.
Television.
Longtime human resources executive Samantha Hargrave is used to one-on-one interaction at work.
Accused of covering up the crimes of an alleged child molester.
But speaking to potentially hundreds of thousands of people through the news media is something she's only recently considered.
What I wanted to grasp from this training, how to really present well.
Small business owner Chris Lean is looking for ways to promote his tutoring company, but doesn't quite know how to correctly handle the high-pressure tactics of reporters and producers.
Well, first of all, what are my 3 main points I want to get across? And really make sure that those points, first of all, are salient to my business. Second of all, that I am answering the interviewer's question.
So Chris and Samantha are just two of the growing number of business professionals turning to media training agencies like Tom Jordan Media, headed by veteran news anchor and TV reporter Tom Jordan.
The federal government is taking the lead in the prosecution against the suspect.
I think what we're seeing nowadays is that more and more business professionals, CEOs, doctors, attorneys, or nonprofit organizations are understanding the real benefit and the positive impact a properly done and properly conducted news interview can have on your business. What we train people to do is make sure that once they get in front of the media that they're doing it correctly, that they're getting their message across.
Hi, I'm Elise Thurston with Coast to Coast TV. Four-time Olympic gold medalist Sydney McLaughlin-Lavroni and her father, Willie McLaughlin, a three-time All-American track star and heart transplant recipient, are helping to launch On Track with HCM. It's an awareness campaign about hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, the most common inherited heart disease. They join us now. Sydney, what can you tell us about this campaign and why you're involved?
Yeah, On Track with HCM, like you said, is a awareness campaign in collaboration with Cytokinetics, and we're just excited to bring support as well as just helpful information to those who might be navigating the disease.
And Willie, what has been your experience with HCM?
I experienced HCM as age 25 when I was first diagnosed with cardiomyopathy through my primary care physician and cardiologist. And for those who don't know what HCM is, it is a genetic heart disease which affects 1 in 350 Americans, many of whom go undiagnosed. And HCM affects the heart by thickening the walls of the heart, which is actually a muscle. And over time, that wall thickening affects the heart and creates symptoms such as high blood pressure, arrhythmia, fatigue. And over time, those symptoms continue to increase. For me, I started at age 25 with no symptoms, but by the time I reached 40, I was experiencing symptoms, which ultimately led to me getting a life-saving heart transplant back in 2021.
Sydney, what are the parallels in managing challenges in track and as a family member of someone living with HCM?
On the track and off, every journey has its hurdles, and there's going to be seasons that are challenging and difficult. But I think the biggest thing is, remembering that it doesn't have to be a solo race. It can be a relay. You're not alone. And so our hope with being a part of On Track with HCM is to bring that awareness and support to others who might be navigating the disease, to know that they're not alone and there's resources available. So we are encouraging people to go to ontrackwithhcm.com, where we have video modules sharing my dad's story as well as helpful resources that can encourage others going through the same thing.
And Willie, what do you hope people take away from this campaign?
I hope people that will understand that there is hope, and that if you go to On Track HCM, you can hear our story, kind of hear about how we dealt with the disease as a family, and know that there is hope and you're not alone.
Great. Well, thank you guys so much for sharing your story. It was great meeting you.
Thank you, Elise.
For centuries, the histories of Black Americans were hidden, fragmented, and erased, leaving many families disconnected. We're here with Nika Sewell-Smith, Ancestry Senior's story producer and professional genealogist, who's offering her expert insights around tracing and celebrating Black family history.
Thanks for having me here.
So what advice would you give Black Americans who constantly face research challenges due to missing historical documentation?
Well, I would definitely tell them that the best resource in family history is you and your family and what you have in your possession. Start with yourself, start with what you know, and then you're going to come to us, start your free family tree, scan and upload all those records to the various family members that you have plotted on the tree. The possibilities are really, truly endless. It's just you have to begin the search in order to know exactly what's there.
To give people an exact step-by-step, how do they get started at Ancestry, and what does that look like?
You can visit us at ancestry.com/stories of us. That's our campaign page for America 250 and celebrating the stories of any and everyone in America who helped contribute to make our country what it is. You can start your free trial, literally start to build your tree out person by person. We'll start to look through our top collections to see if we can find those people and records for you. You also have the DNA component. And so that, with the DNA testing, can give you regions from all across the world that your ancestors connect back to. And if you have African regions, you may also get ethnic groups that will literally tell you the ethnic groups in respective areas that connect back to your family history. And then another portion of the DNA part is DNA Journeys. It is covering usually 200 years of history in the United States as well as the Caribbean. And even without a tree, with that aspect, it can drill down as closely as a county from where your family is from.
Wow. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks so much for having me.
And that's it for us. If you missed any part of our show, go to our website, and please don't forget to like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter. We'll see you next time.